About a month ago, I was in peak seasonal depression and I found this beautiful beach puzzle at Aldi for $4. And you know what? If you can't go to the beach, you bring the beach to you. And for $4, it was the cure. So I put my little puzzle together, living my best life. And once it was done, I was like, how can I keep this puzzle as a part of my daily life? Because it brought me so much joy. And then I thought, coasters, right? So I have never used resin before, but I decided upon the completion of that puzzle, I was going to resin myself some coasters. And resin some coasters I did. Did they succeed? You tell me. I'm labeling this as part fail. And I was contemplating on even if I wanted to post this video or not. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to see other people's struggles and failures here on the internet. So I'm going to be vulnerable enough to share my struggles and failures with you. So if you happen to make a mistake, you'll know it's okay. It's fine. Hey, cute. This is a little duo set. Now, this was the other part of the puzzle that I really liked. I loved all of the colors. So, are they a success? Kind of. I mean, the resin worked. They have minimal bubblage. But the only problem is the paper never dried. So you can really see the outline of the puzzle pieces. It drives me a little bit bananas. Don't love that. But now we know how to do resin. And I did do circle versions of these, but they turned out so horribly, I don't even really want to show you. You get a drive-by, that's all you get, because they're terrible. I wanted to try out a couple of different Mod Podges, just in case you didn't want to do resin. I was gonna give you a couple other options, but I wouldn't do any of the options. This one is regular Mod Podge. It's fine. Does it look like a coaster? Not really. These were two different types of like thicker glass like Mod Podge. Skip circles. It's really hard to cut them out. Skip the Mod Podge if you're actually going for like an epoxy resin look. Mod Podge is not gonna do it. So these, I just cut all of the circles out of the video because it's terrible. I would say this video is more along the lines of entertainment purposes instead of learning and let's do this tutorial purposes. We gotta flip this bad boy over. You're gonna wanna get some foam core board. I just got this from the dollar store. We're gonna slide the puzzle off onto the board and then sandwich it with another one so we can flip it over. We're gonna okay, just put another piece on top. It's sandwiched in there and we can flip it. But I'm actually going to be working on this down in my design room. So I'm just going to carry it downstairs just like this and we'll flip it when we get down there. And flip it. Perfect. Now, if you weren't going to be cutting this and gluing it to something else, I would suggest going in with tape and just like tape the whole thing together. But since we're going to be cutting, I'm going to Mod Podge everything. This dry and then I'll probably do one more coat just for good measure and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, that first layer is dry. We're gonna do another layer. I picked up a whole bunch of different kind of wood pieces at the craft store because we're gonna make some coasters. Now these are a little bit thicker squares. These are the same thickness of circles. And then they had like multi-packs of these. So these are thicker, these are 4. And then this was a 16 pack of thinner ones. So this part of the puzzle, remember we flipped it. This is the top right corner. This is kind of my favorite color palette. So I want to do a full matching set that has all of this like bright yellow sunset in it. So we're going to start there. Okay, we're going to slide this around so it's closer to me and I can work with it. My coasters are 1/16 shy of 4 inches. If I line my coaster up all the way to the edge, then my cut line is going to be right here, and I'm going to have all of these little tiny pieces, which I don't really want. So I'm actually, when I'm cutting this, going to slide my coaster over a smidge so it's right in the center of a puzzle piece. So I'm going to be cutting right down the center. So this is a corner that I really love. I've never done this before. I've never seen a tutorial on it. So we're going to start on a corner that I don't really love, so we can practice. Make sure you're using like a cutting mat or something. Don't use the foam board because you cut right through it. Did a trial run. We lost a little corner, but that's okay. This is all going to get glued down. All right. I think this is going to work. Got all of my pieces cut out for this size of coaster collection. And now we are just going to Mod Podge them down on top of the coaster. Setup. These back ones are the 4 thicker coasters, and these are the square thinner ones. Now, I've never worked with resin before. I don't really know what to expect, but what I would like to do is do a pour and then have it kind of drip over the edges. Now, I don't know how thick of a consistency this stuff is, so it's going to be, you know, we're playing, we're figuring it out. So I just have these little styrofoam risers so this can sit on top and the resin can drip over. So the paper plate is to catch any sort of resin, because especially for the bigger guys, if resin does spill over, this little styrofoam bowl is not big enough to catch all of the spillage, you know what I mean? And what I think I might do to keep these a little bit more stable is tape the coaster to the bottom of the bowl. The resin we're working with today is this amazing Clear Cast Plus. Now you just mix equal parts A and B. A couple things I've learned along the way is that pour it like low and slow to reduce air bubbles, and then when you mix it really slow, and that will reduce air bubbles as well. Like pour it as close to like the bottom as possible. And they said when you mix it slowly. Like don't whip it. Just mix it slowly. This one says it takes 4 minutes to mix. But it said if after 4 minutes it's still a little bit streaky, then keep mixing it. Like it's, once you start mixing it and that chemical reaction starts, it gets a little bit cloudy. So we're just gonna mix it for 4 minutes. Try not to add any air bubbles. Then after everything is mixed, it says let this sit for 3 minutes. And then a lot of the air bubbles that are in it will rise to the top, and you can like scoop the air bubbles out to the side. one's definitely gonna need a little bit more because the edges aren't totally covered. Wow! This is so cool! All right, now, while it's still pretty wet, I'm going through and just kind of scraping off the resin that's on the underside. The directions say after 10 minutes, you can spray a fine mist of isopropyl alcohol, which is what I have in here. And you need like a fine mister. This is the only thing that's like close to a fine mister, and it will pop the bubbles. Oh, okay, I think that worked. Can you see it? The only weird thing is making the like the lines around like the actual outline of the puzzle look darker. That's not dark ink though. I think it's just wet. I think that'll probably go away when it dries. The directions say to wait 4 to 6 hours between coats. It's been about 4.5 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another pour. I mean, I am pretty proud of myself for learning how to do resin. They don't look that bad. I will definitely do resin projects in the future. But if you've done something like this, and I've scoured the internet, I can search resin puzzle pieces and you're just going to get like big puzzle piece coasters. You're not going to get coasters made out of puzzle pieces. You know what I mean? I haven't found this on the internet. I haven't seen anybody do this yet. So if you do this and you know how to do this better than I can, let me know. Share in the comments below, because if I could figure out how to preserve puzzles like this and like have it still look like the puzzle and not the outline jigsaw, I would do this more often, because I think it's a great way to incorporate like really fun puzzle things into your daily life. If you like videos like this, please give this one a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would love to have you join me here on my DIY chaos journey. All right, I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.